What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today we're here with the Treasure Map Sugo-Fest data download. If you guys saw the community post that I actually posted yesterday or the day before, talking about the recent tweet on the One Piece Treasure Cruise official Twitter account, they did mention about a brand new batch of Straw Hat characters. Well, they didn't really mention it per se, they kind of teased that that was what was going to be happening. And now we have full confirmation that that color spread from chapter 1019 in the One Piece manga, that color spread is what these characters are based off of, which is fantastic. So this batch of characters, we've got 4 characters, 3 characters pullable on the Treasure Map Sugo-Fest, and then the free-to-play character, which we talked about also in the community post, being Frankie. Those are the characters that are available this time around, and we can safely assume that the Kizuna Clash coming up at the end of this month is probably going to be a secondary half to that. Not really too sure how they're going to fit, you know, the rest of the Straw Hats into that one batch, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how they kind of do it. But let's talk about what we have right here, the brand new Treasure Map Sugo-Fest. So part 1 of the Treasure Map Sugo-Fest will debut on the 8th of July, and then you've got part 2 debuting on the 9th, and then you've got part 3 debuting on the 10th. So one after each other with slightly different characters that will be pulled on each part. So personally, just looking at the characters that are boosted, I'm definitely pulling on part 1 because I would really like to get Black Maria. I mean, Who's kind of cool, but I think Sasaki is also a really nice one to get to. So we'll have to wait and see in terms of what other characters are going to be boosted, but I personally will be doing pulls on part 1 of the Sugo-Fest. Let's actually break down the actual structure of the Sugo-Fest itself. We have a discounted multi on the first, we have a legend or raid boost, everyone's favorite, then we get a guaranteed new character on the third, so we're guaranteed to get either the Chopper, the Robin, or the Nami on that third multi. Another trash step, but then the 5th one is a guaranteed legend. We have another trash step on the 6th, another new character on the 7th, then a trash step, and then another new character on the 10th, and it's just going to cycle like that until the 20th step. Okay, so it looks like that Nami is going to be the highest point booster. She's going to be the hardest one to get, then Robin, then Chopper. That is just our initial assumption in terms of the boosted list, but I'd say that's pretty safe to assume that. So the structure is pretty stock standard for a Treasure Map Sugo-Fest, nothing really too crazy, and all of these look to be somewhat similar. Yeah, all of these steps look to be similar between parts 1, 2, and 3. So, you know, honestly, when it comes down to it, I don't think that a majority of players should be pulling on a Treasure Map Sugo-Fest like this. We don't know if these characters are going to be reoccurring Treasure Map characters. I would say that probably not, or maybe if they ever do another summer-themed Treasure Map Sugo-Fest in the future, these characters will probably return for that, but I don't think these are going to be characters like the Mugiwara 56, or, you know, like the Shiryu and the Jesus Burgess that debuted with Blackbeard last month. I don't think it's going to be like that. These characters are probably special time characters that will reoccur on very specific Treasure Map banners. But let's actually talk about what these characters do. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into the first one, which is going to be Chopper, who is a Psy character. He is a Psy Fighter Cerebral, captain ability giving those 2 colors of Psy and Dex, actually, a 2.5 attack boost with a 1.25 health boost, and if you hit 4 perfects, the attack multiplier is multiplied by an additional 1.25 times, and also heals 800 HP at the end of the turn. Not a great captain ability, but in terms of Treasure Map, remember, this is going to be a relatively high point booster, so the fact that you can have this as a captain, it is somewhat usable, and if you use a really good friend captain, you can still get stuff done. You can still get a pretty good point boost out of that. In terms of the special, 12 turn cooldown, makes the crew immune to harder tap timing difficulty and decreased chain multiply growth rate status for 3 turns. That's very bizarre. And it'll also go ahead and boost the color affinity of Psy and Dex characters by 1.75 for 1 turn. And if you land 2 perfects, then it will boost the base attack of Psy and Dex by 900 in the following turn. That's really bizarre. You know, we get color affinity turn 1, and then if you hit the certain amount of perfects, you get base attack in the following turn. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Don't know how I feel about that, but either way, I don't think this is going to be a character that's going to see a lot of play outside of Treasure Map, just in terms of the special ability. Doesn't seem that enticing, in my opinion. Crewmate abilities makes the crew's Psi slots have matching slot effects, and sets all slots to Psi at the start of the quest. That's pretty good, and obviously in the treasure map itself, it's going to be kind of nice. Whenever you use Chopper as a crewmate, you basically get a full board of matching slots when you reach Battle 2, which is going to be kind of nice against, you know, like the final boss and the intrusion boss, where you need to have like matching slots, right? So that's going to be kind of nice. It seems fine. But another key component of these characters is they all have usable support effects, which is pretty valuable. So let's check out this one. So for Chopper, he attaches to Nami, Robert, and Frankie, and he cuts the crew's HP by 70%, but makes it easy to land perfects for one turn at the start of the final battle. So the perfect hit ability doesn't really matter. The thing that's really good here is the health cut, because this is good for multiple different reasons. The first reason is that the health cut allows you to get around the stun debuff that will be applied to your crew if it happens in an enemy preemptive, or it happens on a previous stage and you're carrying it into the final boss stage. A 70% health cut is good. But another key reason why it's good is that if you are relying on a special ability or a captain ability for you to be at low HP in order to get a certain ability to activate, this is a phenomenal way to just guarantee you to get that health cut, where in a lot of ways previously you would have to use dedicated specials to reduce your health, or tank hits to reduce your health. Now you have a support effect that can just do it naturally when you reach the final stage. I think this support effect is pretty underrated by the community at the moment. You know, from the initial discussions that I've seen in Discord servers, not a lot of people are talking about this. I think this is a very good support effect, though it doesn't really attach to too many good units that would be used in normally lower health teams. But despite that, I think this is going to be a really nice support effect moving on in the future. The next character that we'll talk about is Nico Robin. Now, I gotta say, these artworks look amazing. They did a really good job with these artworks, and it gets me excited to see what we're going to get from some of the other Straw Hats. But the female characters, they did a really good job with. So Robin is a Psi Fighter Cerebral, and her captain ability will boost Psi and Dex by 3x with a 1.3 recovery boost. Again, not a great captain ability, but in the terms of treasure map, yeah, you can use this in treasure map. You can get stuff done. It seems reasonable. And then we've got the special ability, which is a 13-turn cooldown, 50 times her attack and side damage to a single enemy, reduces special bind and attack down by 5 turns, and changes block slots into matching, and then boosts the attack of Psi and Dex by 2.25 for 1 turn. Now this is a special ability that most definitely is going to see play in some way, shape or form. This is great. Not only damage dealing special, but special bind and attack down removal, 2 of the most annoying debuffs that you definitely want to remove on your crew. She can do it, as well as getting rid of block slots, because why not? And then also providing a pretty decent attack boost at 2.25 for 2 colors. This is a very good special ability. Not only is going to be very good in the treasure map itself, but it's going to be good in a lot of content moving forward. Then her crewmate ability, completely resisting special bind, so that is fantastic, and then makes int slots beneficial to the whole crew. Like, what is there not to like about this unit? This unit is actually amazing. Then you've got slot bind removal and also hunger removal too, so that's kind of nice that this character gets access to that. And then the support effect attaching to Nami, Chopper, Frankie, and it says reduces the cooldown by 1 and reduces the special bind of the supported character by 3 turns at the start of the final battle. This is also really good. If an enemy has a preemptive attack that, you know, reduces the cooldowns of your specials, you can have this support effect, reduce the cooldown, then use the special. This is good. I mean, Robin is a fantastic treasure map character, and I think a lot of people are really hoping that this is a recurring character so they can potentially get their hands on this unit. Not only artwork great, specials great, the potential abilities are good, the support is good, crewmate effects are good. This is a fantastic treasure map character. And then we've got the best artwork out of all 3 of them, which is going to be Nami. So this artwork looks great, and she is a Dex striker free spirit. Her captain ability, -1 cooldown at the start of the quest, and if your HP is 50% or above, Dex and Psi characters get a 3.75 times attack boost, 3 times otherwise. So yeah, you can see quite, you know, straightforward that this is going to be the highest point booster. It has the best captain ability, and it's the center point of the banner itself. Makes a lot of sense. Nami's captain ability definitely usable in treasure map quests. So 13-turn cooldown for her special ability reduces paralysis and bind by 5 turns, and then boosts Dex and Psi characters' orbs by 2.25 for 1 turn, and if the crew has a slot effect boost when you launch the special, it will further increase the slot effect boost by 0.2. So this special ability is also pretty good, and one of the reasons why I actually like this is because not only is the utility just really good, but the fact that, you know, you can use a better orb boost and then use her special. Well, you know, if the character is binded that you want to use the orb boost for, that obviously is not going to work very well. But you can think of it as, you know, you can either get an orb boost from her, or you can get another orb boost from another character, use her special, buff that pre-existing orb boost. I like that it reduces redundancy of characters. Special abilities like this are good, though I do think Robin overall is a better unit and probably will see more play. Nami is not a pushover. She's a pretty good unit as well. So she will also make Dex slots matching for the whole crew if you use her as a sub, and also Dex and side characters base recovery by 75. Pretty odd one there. And she has damage reduction. Yeah, that's pretty strange, and pinch healing. So her potential ability is definitely not as good. And then her support effect attaching to Chopper, Robin, Frankie. And if the character uses a special to reduce paralysis or bind, reduce paralysis and bind by a further 1 turn. So the only character that like comes to mind straight away is just Legend Chopper, because he also reduces bind and paralysis. So if you have this character attached to Legend Chopper, you remove 6 turns of bind and paralysis. I think that could probably see some sort of play for sure. But yeah, overall Nami seems good. She's definitely going to be the highest point booster, but I think Robin is probably the best unit overall of all these releasing characters, which, I mean, either way, you'd be happy to have either of these units, but overall, I'm really excited to see what this treasure map has in store in terms of the rewards, and I'm really excited to see what the new Frankie does as well. So as of the recording of this video, it is very early in terms of when the data download actually hit, so currently we don't know what the new treasure map Frankie does, but I'll make sure to discuss Frankie in extensive periods through the treasure map preparation video that will come out over the next couple of days, as we'll get official information then. So we'll talk about Frankie. Hopefully he is good, and if he's anything like these treasure map rare recruits, I'm pretty pumped to see what he's going to do. Hopefully he's got a good special, and I hope that he has a good usable support effect that isn't just a stat stick, and I sincerely hope he's good in PvP as well, but don't hold your breath, because typically treasure map characters are not renowned for being good Rumble characters. But that is going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you guys enjoyed the video today, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.